for calling the Racine County Jail Inmate Information System. Please note that complete inmate information may also be found at rcj-web.goracine.org. Para español, por favor oprima 2. You may make your selection at any time. Leave a personal voicemail for your incarcerated loved one for only $1.99 using jail voicemail. Say voicemail or press 1 for information about an individual inmate that is currently detained. Please say inmate or press 2 for information about the facility and its policy. Please say general or press 3 to open, fund, or get info on an account required to receive inmate phone calls. Say phone account or press 4.
This must not be the right number. 1-262-636-3929. Okay, I'm looking for Racine County Jail Administration. Okay, Racine County Sheriff's Administration. I don't know. It says Racine County Sheriff's Office Administration. It said for records, bail information to reach administration 1-262-636-3929.
You have reached the Racine County Sheriff's Office Administration. If you are calling to report an incident or have a non-emergency matter, please hang up and call the Communications Center at 262-886-2300. Leave a detailed message for the sheriff, chief deputy, or other administrative staff. You may press the pound sign on your phone now and leave a message after the tone. If you are calling for other matters, please select a number from the following information. Investigations Bureau, press 5. Again, if you'd like to leave a detailed message for the administrative staff,
Fuck. Mm-mm-mm. How the fuck was this on mute? This is fucking ridiculous. God damn, man. Now motherfuckers and stalk me on my fucking Instagram page and shit. Man, god damn. I don't know if it's related. I don't like that. I'm not looking for that. These motherfuckers out here stealing identities and all kind of shit. Like, no, I don't need you making it like you know me or whatever. Like, no, I'm not looking for a fan club. Fuck that. I do not have a fan club and I don't want a fucking fan club. I don't want any goddamn fans either. Fuck, hell no, no. Like, as far, I'm not talking about a ceiling fan or fan like that. I'm talking about some serious stuff. I have to get going. This is taking up so much time. I've been working and I can, but I need to go get me some food. I'm so hungry right now.
Thank you so much for waiting on the line. Okay, yes. As Jasmine County, we provide a commissary payment. If you would like to get a refund or get the money back, you will need to get in contact with them with your ID.
No, with who? What are you talking about? Get in contact with who?
Racine County, you will need to
What info? No, I'm calling you so you can tell me information about my account that you all have. You said you have confirmed that you do handle that. So I want to talk to you about my account there. And I know I can.
You have your account number?
I told you my name and my date of birth, and that's what you would look it up. And you know that it is Racine County in Wisconsin. So what? I was never given an account number, so I don't need your sorry. I was never given an account number, and you know that.
Sure. And your email?
I didn't use my email. What are you talking about? Email? Email what?
Okay, ma'am. The only
I'm not ma'am. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. And this is beginning to have to be more and more sharp, direct, and plain, please.
About an inmate.
What?
If you used to be an inmate, we can't check information about the inmate account.
That is not true. I can access my information that you all have. So that is verifiable information. I have access to my information. So what is the rule? Why did you say that you cannot access? Can you tell me why, please?
Yes, we don't have access to that information. There's no way for us to check that type of account.
Can you say that clearly? I don't know what you mean by that type of account.
We don't have access into an inmate account, even if it's already released.
Okay, how don't you have access to an inmate account?
For some privacy policies that we have with the facilities, the only one that can access will be the facility and the inmate. But we, as a third-party company, we don't have information about them.
You have received money from me, so that money has been somewhere, and you all are subject to an audit.
Okay.
So do you want to check and get that information? Because I know you all have the information. And you also told me, you asked if I had an account number. You asked for my phone number, you know, and you already knew from the beginning. So now why are you trying to avoid it, or what are you doing right now? Anybody that receives money, you have access. My name is in your system somewhere, somehow. And I do not approve for my name to linger in your system and be in your system, and I cannot access it. You do not own me. Racine does not own me. I own all biological, any sovereignty, any sort of situation with my name. And I'm going to be able to pull up my name and get anything that has to do with my name from anywhere. And you know that, and you better know that. And I'm telling you now, so now you know. And you know that you can access the information. So whether you decide to do gross misconduct, professional misconduct, or you just decide that you're stealing or working a job and you're refusing to do your job as some kind of third party, you are not a third party. You are a contracted business that is being hired, and somebody is holding my money has went to you. So I am not a ghost. I'm not a silent observer in my life, and I'm not going to be any kind of anything other than Jasmine Renee Davis. You may not claim my identity, and you may not hide my information, my access to any of my accounts or whatever I have chosen to do. You may not keep that from me. And you even just said that an inmate and the facility have information. So I'm not going to accept what you are trying to prove and disapprove here. Can you please verify the date and the time that you have there, please? And also the phone number that I call and the business that I call for my records, please.
Correct, ma'am. Okay, no, we don't have any information. One more time.
So you're saying that you don't know what time it is there?
No.
You don't have the time and date that's on the clock? Do you not have a clock?
No, really, ma'am. Okay.
So I want you to know something. See, you're the type, I want to say something because I did call you. And so I understand that your job might to be dishonest. And so you believe that you are not held accountable for this in your own life. Like it'll never catch up with you. Nobody ever punish you because you're doing at work. But you do realize that you're choosing to do this and be dishonest. That you're saying that you do not even know the date. And that you're also saying that you cannot access my name or my information, and also the own phone number to your job. And you said that you do not know the place that you work at. So you're trying to prove that you're going to be dishonest. So what you're doing is showing the corruption and the abuse and how now Racine County Jail is going to be charged. You all are, I don't know if you do attempted murder, the conspiracy, all the crimes of mass incarceration, the abuse, the starvation, all the things that you all are doing. I've been trying to get the proper phone number for 1 hour and 58 minutes here. And I have been hungry since the first call that I have made. And you are sitting here and I'm using my own energy for such a delicate a situation that I'm happy to do. But I do not have to accept your abuse and your dishonesty. Please tell me the name of your business that I have called here today.
Okay, yeah, the company name is Touchpay, Touchpay, Touchpay.
And I am not affiliated with you. You are not in company with me, but you do have my information. And do you handle the commissary accounts for Racine, Wisconsin, Racine County Jail?
Correct.
No, what does that mean? Yes or no, please? I don't know what correct means.
Yes.
Yes, what?
Okay, ma'am.
No, yes, what? Yes, what? Yes, what? Since you said yes, what? Can you confirm so I can know that you know exactly what I'm talking about? Yes, what? What's the name of the facility?
The company name is
No, what's the name of the jail facility that you handle the commissary accounts that I asked you about?
Okay, ma'am, one more time. Racine County. Ricene County.
What's the name of the facility, though? Okay, but who is the contact for that you have for Racine County? And what is the name of the facility, please? The contact name and number, and what's the name of the facility, please?
Sorry, ma'am, we don't have that information.
What information don't you have?
The one that you're asking for.
What specifically? I asked you two different questions, and actually I asked you more than two. So can you specifically tell me so that I can make record of what you do and do not have? And then you are going to be held accountable, and Racine County is going to have this information, and they're going to be held accountable, and then they're going to have to make sure that there can be someone that can handle these sorts of things in a much better way. Because what you're going to do is you're really doing some situations and some stuff that is causing a lot of uprooting and situations that is causing a lot of institutional insufficiency and information too. You should be, I'm telling you, what's the name of the state? What's the address that you do business at? You can't tell me that. You do know that.
We have the name of the facility.
It is not called Racine County. I was not in a facility called Racine County. I was in a facility called Racine County. Facility called Racine County.
Okay, Jasmine,
no, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. Don't shorten my name up. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. And I already told you I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. What is the facility? So you're telling me that you're doing business? Yes, you're doing business. Yes, there is. YES, and I'm going to explain. I'm asking you to tell me the date that you have, the calendar date that you have today, please.
Now, is there anything else for
what is the exact date, please? Is the exact date, please? Bitch, fuck you. Exactly. Bye. In the car, you have decided to do the wrong thing or inappropriate thing. Now, bitch, I knew that was going to be the seal the deal, but bitch, you was going to quit before me because it don't stop over here, bitch. Guaranteed that. I have to speak in any language that I ever so goddamn shall please. I'm not fucking with these motherfuckers out here. Bitch, gonna lie, don't even know the motherfucking date. Anybody gonna do business is going to motherfucking. Why are you ashamed to say the date? Because you don't want to incriminate yourself. Where is crime? Like, in doing business, it's so great to do business. Like, what the fuck? Please, like, you ashamed of telling the fucking date and time, bitch? Like, no, that's where you get talked to like that, because now I know that you are creating a crime. You are trying to harm me. You are doing something that is inappropriate that you should not be doing. Because anytime I just ask, hey, what's the date and time you have? You refuse. You say you don't know. Hey, you want to say Racine County? That's not good enough. No, fuck that. And they don't want to tell me about my stuff. No, I don't like that. No. I'm so motherfucking hungry. I promise. This is so serious. I'm so happy that I have this opportunity to show how things are and the things that are involved in this way. For sure, because this is something that I have been dealing with so often, and not all the time, but it has been much of an issue to the regard, though.
Property, how may I help you?
Okay, property, to what? Can you just verify the facility I have so I can just make sure I called you erase?
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't know if I had information sooner. So I'm trying to locate, I was there in.
Our doors open during certain times does not mean we close.
Okay, so what does that mean exactly?
What can I help
Because
you with?
what's your name?
Jessica, I'm the only one back here. What can I help you
Okay,
with?
what's the problem? Okay, I'm talking, but you like trying to hurry me through the call, and you don't need to do that because I know what I'm calling about. So what is the problem? Why are you choosing to talk when I could be telling you already? And I'm not, ma'am. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. So you're assuming something. I just said, okay. So I did not know that I would still be able to talk to you because you closed about 11 o'clock somewhere. Okay. So if you did not have that proper information, there may be something that you need to take note of. And anybody else that deals with administration of Racine, Wisconsin or Racine County will have to know that there's some misinformation out there. So, and then I asked you what you were talking about. And now you're hurrying me through this call and you are not my authority. Okay. And so this is a problem with your attitude consistently. And I do not have to put up with that. You are not in control. You may not boss me. Okay, even if I was an inmate, you are not supposed to be doing that. Ever. Believe that. And you get away with a lot of times when people are in jail, you put them in a hole, you do dumb shit, but that is inappropriate. I'm calling and I'm trying to explain to you, please. I don't need to have to go here with you, but you want to just make, this is the level. So I'm bilingual. I can talk. I can handle my ways in a matter. And I don't dish stuff that I cannot make sure that I can handle appropriately. Okay. I take care of myself and I hold my own. Definitely. So what I'm asking you about, when I was in jail in March, the booking date was, well, when I went to jail, it was March 19, 2026. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I want to know the proper SPN number that you all have there for me, please. I'm very serious and I'm not going to mess around. I don't care. Because I'm not doing anything inappropriate. You are a business and I should be able to call there and handle this stuff plainly. I promise. This is, it is beginning to be a problem. Please, Jessica, just answer my question so that I can go on and do my things appropriately. I don't need to have you all in all of my day. I've been dealing with this stuff for over 2 hours. And like I said, from other places, and I want to get my question answered. Can you please answer my question?
Are you done speaking so I can answer for you?
I'm never going to be done. I asked you the question. Please answer it.
70903.
What do you mean? Oh, because I was told it was 0.
70903.
So that's
your SPN number.
So it's not a number. So that's a mixture of letters and numbers.
70903 is your SPN number that you asked for.
Do you want to fight me or something? Is it something that you're trying to do? Because I don't know.
Answering your question, and I don't know where you got the letters from.
You are saying a letter. I asked you, I said that it was supposed to be numbers. You are saying letters.
70903.
So it's a mixture of letters and numbers. I do not need to do this with you here.
Number 0.
Exactly.
Number 9.
Okay.
Number 0. Number 3.
So you see how you're abusive?
7, 0,
and violent.
9, 0, or 0, 3.
Exactly. But you just refused to do right. You wanted to still go down the wrong road. So do you understand that you just abused me?
Did you understand my voicemail that I left for you earlier?
When?
I left you a voicemail a couple hours ago telling you that you can go at any time to the 24-hour window, get your money, they will put on a debit card, it never closes, and they will be able to get your money for you.
What number did you call?
I can look it up on my caller ID.
You did not leave me a voicemail. I have my phone right here, and it's not showing a voicemail.
There's a whole message where I could leave a text, I could email you, or I could leave a voicemail.
Okay, so I did not get that. No, I did not. But that's neither here nor there. What's the point that you fighting me though? Because I can't fight you. So what's the point? You want to take this how you talking to me? And I do not have to appreciate this. You do not know me. And whether you call, I'm telling you, I did not get that voicemail. I didn't even get a call waiting on it. So I don't know how you left a message and I'm not getting notified. But either way, I'm on the phone. So you still talking to me inappropriately and I'm still asking you the proper questions that you can answer anyway. So what's up? I'm not playing with you because y'all sit there and abuse your jobs and I do not have to accept this from you. For real. I'm serious. I have not been rude to you. I have not been abusive. And what you all, and you keep always, every time I have called, when you all have stolen my property when I was in jail in 2021. You refused. You didn't even send me my document. When I called you in January 2025, you were horrible to me. And you fucking know that. And I did not even take that tone with you. This was a fresh call. And you are not going to kick my ass and abuse me just because you work in a motherfucking jail. I do not give a fuck who you are. I promise you. And I'm not fucking playing with you because you don't have any right to abuse me. And then I got to come down there and deal with some shit and risk you all trying to get me in that motherfucker where you steady abusing me? Hell no. I ask you politely, as best and professional as I possibly fucking can. And you sitting here yelling at me and you won't even tell me and put me on some dumbass shit where I'm trying to ask you for real, so that I can have my shit, so I can access my information. And then you want to be on some dumb shit and try to dumb me the fuck down. And then you won't even admit that you saying fucking letters and gonna lie and say that I said letters. And I told you that it's all fucking numbers. And if it's not, say that. And you couldn't even motherfucking do your job. You choose to uproot the fucking Racine sheriff and you working up under his name and you gonna get him fucking sued out here. Bitch, you are not the one. I promise you. You do not deserve that job. No, you are the one that abused me first, you stupid ass bitch. I promise you. I'm not playing with them. By any means, I'm not fucking playing with them. I'm not fucking playing with them. That bitch is rude and she ugly as hell and she not gonna talk to me like that. And how the fuck she get to talk to me like that, but she can't get talked to like that, bitch, please. Ho, you can go to jail the same, bitch. And matter of fact, you already the fuck right there, bitch. Straight up. I don't have to take this shit and these motherfuckers.
Jessica May with the property room of the Racine County.
Now the bitch is choosing not to even answer the phone at her job. Bitches want to pick fights, but don't want to motherfucking let a motherfucker know you not gonna beat me. This ain't gonna be a fucking killing, bitch. I promise you that. This is not a killing, bitch. Believe that. Nah, bitch. You got a motherfucking mouth, bitch. I have a mouth, bitch. I have a motherfucking mouth if I choose to. I promise you, I'm not fucking playing. Straight up. I'm not fucking playing. I didn't ask for that shit. I don't deserve that shit either way. Straight up, bitch.
Our new property hours are from 9:38.
The fuck? Nah, bitch. She always want to talk. Bitch, please. They abusive as hell in that motherfucking county jail. Straight up. They abuse. Like, how just because you work at a jail, you can abuse somebody like this? I did not do shit. If I commit a crime or anything. Hello?
Hi, Racine County Dispatch.
Listen, I'm calling to the Racine, Wisconsin Communication Center. Are you Racine County Communication Center? Yes or no? Okay, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I'm calling you at 12:57 p.m. on April 13, 2026. Is that the date and time that you have there?
I have it as 12:58, and I have it as April 13th of 2026.
I appreciate you confirming that on your own time. That shows that you have your own, and I'm telling you, I'm independent, so I appreciate that. So I'm calling. I've been trying to call throughout. I've been working on this stuff for 2 hours and 13 minutes. Trying to get my money back. So then I wanted to make sure, because Racine County Jail told me to call to Airmark about my commissary order, and they would give me a credit to my MA account. I told Racine County Jail back in March when I was unlawfully arrested that I did not want a damn credit to my account. You know what I'm saying? I'm not planning on going to jail to have them to put some I want my money back. So they told me to call them. I went through all kind of difficulty with that. Okay. And I said,
with Airmark or with the jail?
With the jail.
Okay.
So I have it all recorded. Okay. And so I have been recording it live for 2 hours and 14 minutes and 29 seconds. And this call is being recorded right now. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis, D120-4368-671201. I'm not a citizen of Wisconsin or United States of America, but that is an identifier. I'm my own self and my own sovereignty, my own biological sovereignty. My date of birth is June 12, 1986. I'm not in any or nobody have ownership. I'm not in any religious organizations, any organizations. I'm not in any political parties, any families, or anyone who will be able to speak for me or take over any duties or diligencies. I'm not acting in any capacity of any which way. I'm not doing things as far as any criminal matters or anything like that. I am my own self. So I'm not accountable for others' actions or anything, and I have to let that be known. I'm not playing. So I call, and it's just getting property. Okay, so even back in 2021, I had letters. I had all my property that I was told to put in a paper bag, and my stuff sat there in 2021, where I got out of jail in like July or August of 2021. Okay, and it included paperwork for a probate case, a lawsuit, J. Allen Urban, who was inappropriate and forced me to settle for, he did some really illegal stuff, including stealing power of attorney with my name on it. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis, and I was supposed to get over $1 million, and he was abusive and told me because I went to jail, and this is important that you hear, I went to jail that Grand Prairie in Kenosha Health and Rehabilitation was not going to give me my millions or $1 million settlement from my dad, and for me separate. I was supposed to get my own money. He waited until my dad died, and he tried, and I kept going to jail for bullshit, stuff that I wasn't even doing. Okay, and that was in 2021. And I was wondering, like, how am I constantly going to jail for stuff that I wasn't even doing in Racine, Wisconsin? So when I finally got out of jail, okay, and then I was actually convicted on that shit too. That's what makes it even worse. He tries to tell me like that I have to be forced to settle. I didn't want to settle. And so I was like, no. He's like, you're not going to get the money. You should be glad you're getting anything because you're in and out of jail. And I'm like, no, that's inappropriate. Like, they can't talk to me. You already knew that I had a criminal background anyway. You know what I'm saying? And so they had abused my dad. My dad passed away on March 17th, 2018. I was going to say 1998. No, 2018. My brother was killed in Racine, Wisconsin, 1998. No, but I don't know. But I'm going to try to stay focused here because I need to go. I need to go get me some food. I've been dealing with this shit, please. And so what I'm telling you is, you know what I'm saying? That's not your burden to carry. But what I'm saying is my paperwork, all the shit that I had, you know what I'm saying? Stuff that was sent, all the stuff from like doctors, expert opinions, all that shit was there. Letters that I have sent to organizations, including like as far as perhaps those who have ministerial duties or whatever, letters there, all that shit, all my paperwork that I wrote was in that bag. Racine County Jail had asked me to walk over somewhere, and then like I end up having to leave out, and I was not able to get my bag when I was being released, so they kept my shit. And Jessica said that they were supposed to send me out a notification. They destroyed my items or did something, got my shit. And they had some information that they talked to me about that they shouldn't even have known, but they never notified me about getting my items. So I was like, if I had to go back to jail, my stuff would still be there. So I didn't trip too much about it because I could just request it from property. That's how bad it was at that time. Like shit, I just had to be there. I just had to request my stuff up from property. That's how horrible they were attacking me. And I'm going to put this on the record. So then when I called in January 2024 about my information, like, where's my stuff at? Because, you know, you all had never given it to me. I haven't heard back about it or anything like that. Then she was like fighting me, just like she was fighting me today, where I'm trying to call and get my money. And she's steady talking about, oh, but it was really zero. So I was like, okay, is it really a O? Because anytime that I was putting in, it was a zero, it was a number. So I'm looking at the technical part and the institutional insufficiency. And I'm going to talk to the County of Racine about how these are all important through not only an audit, but to make sure of you are how the city of Racine is handling this matter so that you can continue to grow and continue to be. Okay, I don't have a specific word that I can name to you right now, but I know that if that is some kind of error in your system, it has to be recognized appropriately and fixed. So I was really serious about that. And then she just went on like being disruptive toward my call, you know, and like kind of like abusive. So she knows my name, I guess. So she's like profiling me and shit. And I already knew that was her who was being mean to me, talking about. I said, so why didn't you have my address? Why didn't you, my mom's address? Why didn't you ever send me a letter? They never sent the letter, but they were supposed to. So they kept all that stuff. So I don't know if Racine, Wisconsin has something to do with the way that lawsuit turned out or whatever. But it was a bunch of bullshit because after I got out of jail, everything fucking changed. I was forced to settle what I was trying to get away from that attorney and go to another one. And it was already at that 3-year mark. So I was never going to get paid if I did not settle. He forced me to settle for $49,000. So they had all my paperwork with my dad's stuff, all kind of private stuff that you all never should have access to. And I shouldn't have had to leave out of that door like that without my property. So this is a problem that you all, and you have cameras that could date back to that day that you all can look up, and it's subject to investigation. Right now, I'm letting it be known. And this is one reason why I'm calling, because I should not have to deal with the abuse from Jessica or anybody else. So she started talking shit toward me. You know, like I told her, just because you at a jail, you don't have authority to me. Why are you talking to me like that? Even when she just could not let go of her error, of her wrong. And then she goes zero. She said it was saying, oh, then she had to say fuck a zero. Then she gonna say something dishonest, said that I said it was letters. I said, no, I did not. So then she was so strong on beating me up and bullying me that she would not even say. She said zero and then went right back to saying, oh, just to be me. And I heard her tone and then tried to say me. So then I told her, listen, I'm bilingual. You're going to talk to me like that. You're going to get talked to like that because I know that you are now abusing me. Because the way that she responded, and then when I was still asking her questions, she said that she had called and left me a voice, but I didn't get it. But I'm on the phone now. Talk to me about it now. I don't need to deal with this unusual pressure. You know what I'm saying? Because I can apply pressure myself. I don't need the synthetic stress or the abuse and enslavement, knowing I have to go there and then they fuck around and try to abuse me. And that's one reason why I'm calling too. I don't need to be arrested. I just need to come and get my money. And so she's talking harshly to me. And so I'm going to talk hard. I know how I'm talking. I'm going to talk harsh to her, but I'm not going to commit a crime. She is the one that's constantly committing a crime. She chose to deal in stealing my property back in 2021. Or whoever was there, but she had knowledge of it happen. And I told her because she looked up the information in January 2025 and then she could not answer. So once she found that y'all were wrong, that she was wrong, then she started abusing me. And now she's choosing to keep that same fucking tone. And I do not appreciate that. I have all the room to talk like this. She is at work though. I'm not going to let you all abuse me constantly over and over again and I not reply appropriately so that I can handle my own. This is not a killing. You understand that? And so that's why I'm letting you know I'm not going to keep allowing this. I've been dealing with this shit for 2 hours and 23 minutes and I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? All I had today was some peanut butter and an apple and some black tea. That's way more than I would have gotten by this time in motherfucking Racine County Jail. And I have talked to them about Airmark and TouchPay and all of them about the abuse that you all do, will try to force me into religion when I do not eat animal products, how the eye care no longer allows envelopes and pens and papers to be sent and to be sold, and also how you all do not even allow animal products. Non-animal products like plant-based products do your eye care, and you force me to try to go through a religion or get a medical diagnosis in order, or you want to force me through starvation. But what I'm calling about is I don't need the trouble. So I want to begin to let you all know this is going to have to be an investigation because I did not ask you for this today. You know what I'm saying? But I don't need the whatever it is. I'm not even going to name it. But it is violence. I've dealt with it when I was in jail, the abuse, the stuff that when I was in jail, the officer, she called for head count and she called for breakfast, but she had the gates closed. Usually they make everybody come out, the gates are not locked, and sit at the table for head count. She know damn well, and they starved me. And I was menstruating, and I barely had, the whole time I barely had I would say 2,000 calories, because I don't eat the animal products. And then you all had like these cheesy potatoes. The inmate that you all had, that's the one that got arrested around that time for almost killing somebody in her car. She was in there. She was abusing me. And I want this to be a part of the complaint, because something needs to be fucking investigated. She was yelling at me because I was trying to rinse off the potatoes. So they were all working together to try to starve the shit out of me. I was so hungry. I was fucking shaking. And then they would not tell me, this mysterious pie came up, which I did make a report about when I got out of jail. But I have filed grievances when I've been in jail. I have been in jail before, back in 2020, 2021, like 2021. Even before then, 2018. They refused to. I was just put on blood pressure medicine, and I was never even really supposed to be on that stuff. You all took days. Somebody had to call the emergency 911 from outside because you all refused to give me the medication I was supposed to have. I'm not on medication anymore. I haven't taken any medications since about 2022. But I'm saying someone has a choice or the opportunity to choose if they want to test that out and see if it's proper or not. And I found that it was improper. So what I'm telling you is, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis, and I'm telling you. So they refused to give me the medication. I went to the emergency room from the jail. Then when I was there, you all refused to give me the medication proper. You tried to give me some other stuff. I was constipated. You all just refused constantly with the You took like more than 5 days to even give me the pill, any medication whatsoever. That is abuse. And you all deal like that and abuse constantly. That pie was not recognized through my eye. I could not locate it through the fresh favorites. I was put in medical segregation, and I am not sick. I don't know. I didn't even talk to a nurse when I went there, because she said that I did not have to, because I'm properly clear. So why was I put in medical segregation? And then you all limited my order. But when I did make an order, I paid my money. So I should be able to get it back. And then that damn debit card, I have to pay to get the money off of there. You know what I'm saying? So before my money, I'm losing money. You guys, that's not fair. All my money, like, you guys were taking way more. When I went to jail, it's like you stole money. You put me in jail unlawfully. And then you took like over $50. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you took like $35, and then I had to pay this amount of money. Probably you took like at least 40 something dollars. That's not fair. I need my money. I'm out here. I do not have a job. I'm homeless. I'm trying to find a job. Racine Police Department went when I had a job interview at Planet Fitness. They came and interrupted my job interview unlawfully because the security at the hall group lied and said that I was in there hiding and shit, and that they had trespassed me. But GNC lied. And they tried to get me to be Carol Hernandez, and I would not let them make me Carol Hernandez. They wanted me to use Carol Hernandez account, and I said no. And I have that recorded on my YouTube channel. And so they talk shit. They were watching me in the bathroom, stalking me in a fucking bathroom and everything. You don't do that. Why are they watching me in the bathroom? Call the fucking police on me. And then said they trespassed me. But then I got a ticket where I called to municipal court when I got out of jail. And that bitch would not give me my information. She hung up the phone. I can't. So what y'all trying to do? Give me another fucking warrant? Because you're not telling me. She wouldn't even tell me her name. So that I can. And then I called back. She refused to answer the phone. This is your municipal clerk. You all sit there and interrupted my job interview, gave me a trespassing ticket, and told me that Planet Fitness is not trespassing. So how was I going to get out the door? It's cold. That was one of them cold days. I had to put my clothes on. And that little woman that was wearing that red lipstick or whatever with them nails or whatever, she was there with the black dude that had the braids or whatever he had. I have the video. And they interrupt my interview. And they said that they interrupted my interview because they didn't want to wait. They didn't even know who it was. That's enough. How did you trust? They asked me, was it me? They didn't even have a name. And then they came and profiled me and then gave me a fucking trespassing ticket. And I wasn't even trespassing at the Pritchard Park Mall. This is a problem that I'm constantly having. And I do not need this. I'm trying to get employment to make my money. It's hard out here. And I'm starving out here in these fucking streets. And I'm not going to go to jail to starve even fucking harder. I just want to get my money back today without having to go to fucking jail, and how I just had to talk to them. I was just politely saying, oh, okay. You know, now I don't want to say politely, but I really was like, I'm just being myself. And I'm still being myself at any language. But I had no reason to be upset or take it to change my tone at all. I was not upset. I didn't feel attacked or anything at that time. There was no stress level. There was nothing there but just a plain, clean call. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that you all were even open, because I had the number and I was hoping that's some problems so I can call jail administration. And she answered the phone, and then she's like, well, just because the door is closed at a specific time. So I'm like, what are you I don't know what you're talking about. And then she just went in on me for some reason.
Yes, would you like to speak with the deputy?
Well, actually,
have a deputy.
Yes, but my name is actually Jasmine Renee Davis, and I did tell you that and address that. What is your name?
Would you like to be called your full name?
No, that's my only name. Yes, Jasmine Renee Davis. Jasmine Renee Davis.
Jasmine Renee Davis, would you like to speak with the deputy?
Yes, someone should call me, and I want a case number for this, please, for everything that I have said.
Let me.
So that's the violence and the abuse from the Racine County Jail and the Racine County Sheriff Department. I've dealt with this shit last week trying to get my money. And then I wait so stuff can cool. I did this shit for years. I never get my stuff. I wait so long to let it calm down, because when I keep calling, it gets worse and worse. And I have went to jail for this shit before. They try to charge me with obscenity. They try to charge me with unlawful use of a telephone. Then they put me in incompetency because I won't use a public defender. I'm not selling my soul. I'm not doing it. I'm not dying. This is so fucked up. And I'm going to handle it, and I'm address it and have this energy every fucking time, because I'm not dying. I'm not going to allow this. I'm not going to be your test subject. You all are not my peers. I am not your peer.
What's a good number that the deputy can call you at?
What do you mean number?
A phone number that they can call you on the phone and speak with you.
Country code 1, area code 262. 505-7137.
Okay, I'm going to have a deputy call you so that they can help you out with this, okay?
No, it's not helping me out. It's to let you all know that you are constantly interfering with my independence. And that's the thing. I'm not going to let you cripple me. That you all get to keep this work and so you can stalk me and keep shit open when I'm trying to get, once one case closed, I have to call you, and then you want to investigate me, and I never get to know, like, the records department is abusive at the sheriff's office. All this shit. Like, why are you all putting me through unlawful probation? I do not appreciate this shit. No, man, y'all are stalking me, like literally abusing me and putting me in slavery-like conditions. You have to understand what the real, I don't have a filter. I'm telling you the truth, and I do not appreciate this shit. Straight up, they can call me though. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. Can you verify your name or your what you call it, your payroll number?
I can give you my payroll number. Absolutely.
No, you can just tell it to me. I don't want that. And I was already offered, the sheriff deputy offered, like he asked me a question about me going to work in the records department on April 1st, 2026, about going to work in that records department at the sheriff office. I could never. It's too much of a conflict of interest, and I'm not going to allow that. I have too much integrity, and I'm too reliable for myself to do that. Please, no. You keep your own stuff. What is your numbers? No, I'm not. I just want you to tell it to me, please.
Do you want my?
Can you just say it, please?
You want the complaint number?
I want the complaint. I'm going to ask you again. Yes, but I want to know who you are. Yes, can you please tell me your payroll number?
Absolutely. It's 10952.
Okay, and what is the complaint number?
It's going to be 26-18043.
Okay, so I appreciate that information. And I'll be looking for them to call. And like I said, I have so much going on here. Okay, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis, and I appreciate you confirming that information and hearing this call throughout the 21 minutes and 44 seconds here. This is just how it is out here. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.
I hope you have a good day. Okay?
Oh no, don't put your hopes out on me. I'm fine. I take care of all that on my own because I know what I want. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. Just keep it professional, please. I don't need all that extra stuff. I'm not in that. I know I rely on my own stuff. I have a whole language. I hear what you're saying. I don't need, what do you mean by hope? What does that mean?
Just that you have a good day, ma'am.
No, I just would like you all to do your job, and then I would determine what I feel about that, okay? The day is the day. Okay. It's great. It's probably about, I don't even know, 60 or 70 degrees outside. I'm alive. I'm living. I appreciate it. I'm active. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. Shit. Okay, I'm out here. I gotta get going. And so fuck. I gotta fucking wait another damn hour for this goddamn bus to come. So I'm out here though. Shit. Let's see here. I might can call this goddamn 24-hour window. Let's see. God damn. Mm-mm-mm. Seven 0903 SPN number. I'm about to check my voicemail. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.
Hi, Jasmine Renee Davis. This is Deputy Polanski with the Racine County Sheriff's Office. My dispatch said you would like to speak to a deputy.
Oh, what do you mean by your dispatch?
They're the ones that you initially talk to. They take the calls and then they the information.
Because you do realize that the definition of dispatch is to kill.
Okay, the Racine, another term for them is the Racine County Communications Center, but we call them dispatch.
Right, so I won't accept that. I'm looking for a dispatch.
No,
as I don't know how you all use that, but I just want to.
There's no dispatch or anything. I'm just saying that our call center advised me that you would like to speak to a deputy, so I'm calling you back.
What was the nature of the call? What did they say, please?
They said Jasmine Renee Davis would like to speak with a deputy regarding harassment while in jail.
What? I was not harassing anyone in jail, and I don't even know if it would be harassment. No, I've been trying to get my money. I had called you all last week, and it was a bunch of stuff, and I tried to let things kind of smooth over because you all just would not talk to me appropriately then. So then I did not call to the records department. I have been calling places like, oh man, I've called different places. TouchPay was the worst because they said that they had the account and they would not give me any information about my account, and they would not even verify the time or the day, their phone number, any of that stuff. So they were inappropriate, wouldn't even tell me anything, but they wanted me to answer questions. And basically it seemed like they were trying to get me to agree to something that's inappropriate. And I'm not giving them my identity. But I had called and I looked, I said, okay, I called to property and see if it's a check or something there, or what can I do? And then that Jessica had answered the phone, and she was just as abusive as she was back in January 2025, talking to me. And I just cannot constantly deal with that. And so there's just so much about how the jail has been throughout the course from even before, just starting about even before like around 2018 up until like 2026, and this is the severe issue that I've been going to jail for stuff that I wasn't even doing. And I still had to go through the abuse, and I was never getting due process. These are you all's culture and your rules. And because you all are saying that I'm violating you all then kidnap me and then force me through your judicial system where you don't have jurisdiction over me, but you choose to take me through the system. And it's inappropriate because, for one, like, I tell the truth about my information. You all make it so hard for me to even get my records so that things can be plain and knowledgeable and I can be aware. And then for me to take care of myself. I don't appreciate how you all are a representative government where you rely on one another and no one can ever just be themselves. I don't have to turn the other cheek or look to my neighbor. I'm not a sinner. And I don't have to be, but there are many who believe in that, and you all are abusing the outlook. And I will not allow you to use me to excuse your actions, where a lot of times at your jobs, and just as well as what I had to deal with today. I've been dealing with this for 2 hours and 41 minutes. I was supposed to be headed on my way on the return of my travels today. But I have to go through this all the time, and I'm aware of that, but I'm hungry right now. I was trying to go get food. And so I have to sit here to make sure that my devices are properly charged, and so that I can utilize them for other things, and for my use for my own private matters. That includes recording and whatever I choose to use for my day. Okay. But when you all are choosing to do things upon your job, representing the sheriff's office or wherever you're representing, and you are not acting as your own self, and so you get away with it in your own life, but you use all your time to commit crimes and abuse and be violent, you have to be held accountable for that. You don't get to abuse my life, whether it's unfair competition, whether it's violence, whether it's a hate crime, or whatever you all are doing. You don't get to say, hey, you did it at the capacity of your job, because you can choose, especially where you are not defending yourself against me, because I'm not being violent toward you. I don't call for that, but I tell you what, this is not a killing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to fight you all. Just like, as well as if I was to try to fight you, you all will use excessive force, and that's inappropriate. I don't have to use excessive force. I don't have to be forcing anything. But your correctional officers or whoever they are within a jail are highly abusive for no reason. They should not do that. This is literally for me to have fought for my life. And as I told Aramark, you all sit there, and for commissary, they have taken away, and I want this in the report, please. And so I'm making sure I talk to you and I don't hold back, so you can know I'm consistently wanting to file this report, because I was not able to do that previously. But this is what I'm saying. You all have taken away the ability. I just want to go ahead and talk, and then I can answer your question so I can stay on task, the reason why I call. And I want you to be, there is a case number, and you are taking the report. So what?
Jasmine Renee Davis, I am going to listen to everything you got to say. Can I just ask you a couple questions quick?
What kind of questions are? I don't know.
So I just want to make sure I know what you want to talk to me about, because it sounds like you're calling about some abuse in the jail, and then
oh my goodness.
and then it sounded like you were trying to get something from records. I just don't know exactly what from records you were trying to get.
So what you just showed me is that you want the easy way out. And you were not willing to listen, so you wanted me to summarize it, and I'm not summarizing it. And don't interrupt me. I'm going to tell you, and I'm trying to tell you. I was going to answer that question. What you did was distract me and threw me off track, and that is a line of institutional abuse. That is systemic abuse that you just did. That is systemic abuse. That's a systemic. No, I don't play with me. Nope, that's systemic abuse. That is systemic abuse. You just asked me the exact thing. Why did you told me this? I was telling you. Come on now. I was trying to tell you what this call is about. Do your job. You have to figure it out. And here, I'm not going to tell you what to charge you. I'm trying to tell you. So like I said, okay, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to answer your question right now. I'm answering it. Okay, I'm answering it right now. I'm answering it right now. I do what I want to do. This is my call, and I know what to do.
I'm being respectful, okay?
I don't need your respect. I don't know what you mean by respect. I don't have any respect. I'm not asking you for that. I'm asking you just to do your job. I don't need you to sweet talk me and soothe me over. You did. You asked a question, but I was telling you, and you stopped me from answering your question. But you stopped me from answering your question.
Because I wanted to clarify the records part before we get to the abuse part. That's all.
The records part about what?
You were saying you were trying to get information from records, and then everybody was giving you the runaround, so you weren't able to get whatever information you're looking for, but you didn't tell me what the information was.
I never said that. I did not tell you that I was getting a runaround. I did not say everybody.
I was summarizing in my own words.
Don't do that. You're not allowed. Please do not do that on my case.
I apologize.
And I don't want you to make it be all confused either. I don't appreciate that.
I'm asking the question so that there is no confusion, okay?
And that's why I'm thorough, and I don't need you to coach me. I know exactly how to talk to you, and I know exactly how I want the report to be because it is mine.
I'm listening, okay? I just want to be able to take notes as you're talking to me because you want to talk to a deputy, right? I want to make sure I have all the correct information. That's how it works.
So take the notes. Don't gaslight me, please.
Make you feel disrespected or anything like that.
Do not gaslight me, please.
Hey, I'm not gaslighting you. I am listening.
So what I mean, do not abuse me and try to convince me that something is happening that is not happening, or that you have intentions to be in a specific way and it's not. No, I want to put gaslight on the record, but I also want to define what I am saying.
I am listening. I'm just asking questions for clarification so we can understand each other, okay?
This is not a narcissistic issue. But no, I want to go ahead and get through this call and start this. And what I don't appreciate is having to do this because you guys have shown you don't ever quit for a lifetime. You constantly intrude in people's lives and interrupt people's lives until you find the investigation is better for you. And then it could turn around on me. But I'm confident I'm not doing a crime.
Jasmine Renee Davis.
But the problem is that I should not have to keep reporting. Y'all should be able to do your job and be able to handle something, a plain matter where I'm explaining it and you trying to get me to, you ask a question, but I'm already telling you though. I'm not lost or confused. I was describing, I'm telling you right now. You asked me a question and I'm telling you, it's your job to find the crime. I'm telling you what happened in real time.
I'm just asking for specifics, okay? That's all
I'm telling you the specifics. And it is not something that is just going to be microwaved here. This is a natural, organic, real thing. And I'm going to tell you the truth about it. And if you cannot handle that, then you are not the deputy for that. But I just ask you to just listen. I know what I'm saying.
David, no matter what deputy you talk to, we're going to always have questions so that we can understand better. It doesn't matter whether it's me or a sergeant or another deputy. We have to ask questions so we know exactly what you're talking about. That's all. It's no disrespect. I'm not trying to gaslight you. I'm not trying to do anything. You just mentioned something about asking records and property for information, but you didn't tell me specifically what the information is. So it's possible if you answer my question and I find out exactly what you want, that I could get that information from you.
Okay.
But that's why I'm asking those questions. It's not to disrespect you or to throw you off or anything like that. I'm sorry if you took it that way.
No, I didn't.
I don't know. I'm just trying to ask for clarification, okay?
I'm
trying to listen to your whole story, but I just want to break it down into chunks at a time. So like I said, it sounded like you had complaints about records, and then you talked about some abuse in the jail from the COs. So I just want to break those down into two separate groups, okay? So I can get all the information about the records part and then all the part about the abuse that you're talking about at the jail, okay? That's all. I'm sorry.
No.
I made you upset or anything.
No. You didn't make me, and you're not breaking me. The problem is you did not explain that. And also, I'm thorough. I would have made sure that you would have got everything that you were looking for because I know exactly what I'm doing. But the problem is you never said that you want to break it down in chunks. When you call me, you should tell me this is how the narrative, how you want the narrative to go. Do you have a direction of how your job is? But either way, you are supposed to take the report naturally. You are not supposed to coach it. You are not supposed to use coercion or anything. And so you have to be careful of your practices because someone may have taught you wrong. And so that's all I'm saying to you. I don't care. And if somebody got a problem or whatever, how I do things, I don't care. I'm trying to be as the best I can be. I don't give a fuck about nobody's opinion about me because I know I don't need to keep wasting my time. And I'm even.
I didn't say an opinion about you, did I? I'm just asking about.
But the problem is, you're trying to say like, okay, I'm refusing to like I'm leaving gaps. I already told you I have addressed the issue last week. I do not have to keep reliving the same thing over and over again. You know what I'm saying? That's where you come in at. Okay, you got to know. I already called last week. I tried to talk to you all. You or whoever else it was that talked said that you, because you try to keep interrupting me because somebody said, like, whether it was you and the other whoever called was like, oh, you're just trying to be polite. I'm like, it's inappropriate for you to ask me how I'm doing. Like, I don't need you to be nice to me. That's not appropriate. That's not what I'm calling about. You guys are not, you're insensitive. That's not me though. Okay. And so I dealt with having to do that. And so the call never happened. And so I was told that you all wanted to then call and say that I refused to make the report. And that's inappropriate. So nothing ever happened. That's not that. But that's what's going to happen now. Or you all hang up the phone, and it's just a waste of time. But what you're doing is showing.
I'm not hanging up the phone. I just got to know exactly.
Because I was told then that you all only have a specific amount of time to talk, and you all use all the time that I have, and you do this too much. It just seemed like that's what you all. I even read that a lot of times that you all in your nature you interrupt so that those can forget what I read it. I read what you all, so many are trained to do. Man, no, hell no, don't Jasmine me. I'm serious, man. Fuck that. No.
What I'm saying is that you're saying I'm trying to throw you off. I'm not trying to throw you off. I'm asking you specific questions about this.
But I already explained it. So that means, okay, here's a clue. Okay. So when your notes, here's a clue, you write, oh, you got a clue. Okay, you got a clue. Write in your notes as I'm talking. Okay. So there was some calls from. So you caught on a clue, but then you got a clue. Right. So you got a clue, right? And so you had got a clue. And so what happened was I did explain all this. So before you called me, maybe if you would have got more information, because I explained it for them to tell you. They did not tell you everything that was happening. And that is inappropriate. They didn't even, they documented as, no, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. No, you're not going to be excused for this. Please, you wanted to go here, so let's go here because I got time, man. I'm going to go here. I'm going to handle this call for about 20 more minutes and then I'm going to be on my way. And then I have to call back and continue. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it's going to be right now. And that's all I'm going to make the best of it. And that's what I'm telling you. I'm not going to hold back. And that's why I'm asking you. So then, okay, and what I'm telling you is I got to keep on doing all the work and carrying you all, but I don't get paid for this. This is damn $40, man. Come on, man. It's fucking $40 that I have to go through. Now this is going to be like a multi-million-dollar invoice that you all are about to get for $40 and other stuff, man. Like, seriously, because I keep having to go through this over and over again. Like, I have to literally show you And I'm trying to, and I can, and I care about it. But the thing about it is, like, you keep making it seem like I'm not doing well, or that I don't appreciate you learning and thriving at your job. I care about you learning and thriving at your job, but don't make it seem like that you cannot learn it. Yes, you can. I never told you not to. But what I'm saying is, I have already answered those questions. You're not, you don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay.
You're just spewing off a bunch of stuff about random deputies doing their jobs wrong. I'm just asking you.
I was talking about you. You need backup.
With the records part, then we can move on to the abuse, and then you can go
no, it ain't gonna be no abuse here, because I'm not abusive. I'm telling you, I don't know how. I don't want to be abusive to you. Straight up.
I'll put that down, and then I'll let you tell me about the abuse at the jail. We'll move on from things.
You let me. You're not my authority, though.
But you want to talk to me, right? You want to give me.
I didn't ask particularly. The sheriff is the one who's supposed to be talking to me right now.
The sheriff himself.
It's his damn job. He hired all y'all because he's so overwhelmed with the high crime rate that you all don't even report, because you never, hold on, I'm about to tell you, asked me a question. You all never report this shit. Nobody can ever make it thorough. So you're not properly doing your census. Your census is not being properly handled, for one thing. And so that's why they don't even know what the fuck is really happening out here. Straight up.
I have asked you multiple times so I can put it down, but you won't.
I answered the question already, man. I already answered the question already, man.
You never answered that question.
What one? Which one? Which one?
About records. What do you want from records? You never answered that.
What do I want from records? Yes, I did. I told records what I called about. What you talking about?
You didn't tell me.
Man, I already told you that I already talked about the record situation last week, and that was a clue for you to look further into for your reports, that I don't have to keep repeating myself on this phone call today. I talked to you some other time. I called about a fresh call, and I'm not going to not be able to get my fresh call because you all want to fill in your backdate your shit that you should have did last week. I'm talking about today. Now what? No, man, I'm telling you right now, man. Please.
I really want to listen to what you're saying. I'm asking.
Nah, you said you don't even know what I'm talking about, man.
Because I don't know what a fresh call is. That's not something that I deal with as a deputy.
But you know what fucking gaslighting mean? And I shouldn't even say gaslighting to you. Like, that's the thing, man. A fresh call is this is a new subject that I would like to talk to you about today, something that just happened today. But I also reference things because I don't want this to keep happening every time I try to handle my business about different things, and it keeps happening. So now I want to add that into the criminal complaint, in which I had already put the cause in, and they already have their own separate numbers too. But I have a specific amount of time because I've been dealing with this happily for 2 hours and 57 minutes, and I'm happy to do it, but I have to go and get some food. And so that's what I'm saying. And so that's why I said I cannot sit up here and keep reliving things that have already been addressed that you all refuse to take reports when I had talked to you last week about. And so I'm not going to entertain that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk about what's happening. And as I said, when I talked to Airmark, and put this in your report, that they don't even allow notebooks to be sent through iCare anymore as they used to, the pens, the papers, the envelopes. That's denying written access in a lot of ways to access to the courts. And that is, it's really important.
I'm trying to ask you about like specifics. So you just said that now. Notebooks, pens, paper through the iCare thing?
I was trying to say, and then you interrupted. You asked to talk at that time, rather.
It's just a back and forth thing. To have a conversation, two people have to be able to have exchanges.
This is a report that I'm reporting to you. It's a report, not a conversation. This is a report. Listen, I don't want to do this with you. Is the conversation comes after I make the report. I can make the report right now. It is such a sensitive thing, and you cannot handle this. I want this to be direct from me. Okay, I do not want you to coach me through this. I do not want you to fill in the blanks. I do not want you to persuade me or influence this. No, I don't want you to influence. No, I don't want you to influence this. I'm asking you. But okay, but hey, but guess what? But I can tell you right now though, you did had a tool. So what you mean? So you did. You said what you said. You said what you said. I said what I said. So it turned into a conversation. It was had already. But I have other stuff to do. I want to make the report and then also have a conversation. But the thing about it is, are you sure that you want to have a conversation? Are you sure that you want to be the one to control the narrative?
The whole time, right? I've been listening.
What for? What you backdating your work though, man?
So you told me about the records part.
Or whoever you are, man. Seriously, shit. I don't give a fuck what you call it, man.
So did you want to talk any more about the records part, or do you want to talk about the harassment?
What records part are you talking about? Because I do not want to get a job in your records department where I was asked, do I want to get a job in your records department? Is that what you mean?
I'm not doing a job offer or anything.
Well, it was said to me. That's what I said. So what are you talking about? See, you not even being specific. I was asked like, hey, why don't you go and get a job in the record? I'm like, no, it's a conflict of interest. Plus, your sheriff deputies did call me last week and say that. It's on the recorded call. I don't give a fuck. It was April 1st. So listen, I don't need Joe. Hey, you know what?
Every other deputy.
I didn't say that. I did not. You on some man? Listen, this is not a date. Like this is not a romantic situation or anything like that, man. Stop playing with what you doing, man. Are you on your fucking lunch break? Seriously, man. Come on.
Everything you're saying, but you can't keep going on tangents. We gotta stay.
You asked me the question and I replied to you. Do you have like the capacity? I am 39. I want to have some real conversations here. Like this is starting to get real serious that I'm starting to question like what's happening with you and your job. Are you being abused right now? Because I answered the question. That's it. It was multiple things that happened about records. So I told you I didn't want to talk about records, but since you want to talk about it, I asked you, what specifically do you want to talk about for records? I don't need this shit. I'm like this. This is my tone right here. And I try to do the best that I can do. I'm rough. I'm out here. Okay. And like I make noise. This is my tone right here most of the time in my situation. Not with every situation, but when shit like this is my tone. This is a real serious thing. Okay. And it's urgent. And so I'm asking you. I don't appreciate having to be arrested and go through dumbass shit where the records don't want to do their job. The misconduct, the gross misconduct, the professional misconduct, the coercion, the constant racketeering, all the other shit that I can prove.
How was it gross and misconduct?
You ask them about, I cannot ask them, lying, talking about when I called, all I was asking was, what is your name? What is this and that? I asked questions and they lied and said that I was calling just to argue with them, saying that if I called back, they're going to call and have me arrested and shit like that. I did not even do anything for, like, all I was doing was asking, hey, is this even the right place that I call about my money? That's it. And then they get on bullshit because they want to ask me, can they help me? And I'm like, no, but like, what's your job so I can know I can talk to you? I'm not about to just talk to all these nosy motherfuckers or nosy whoever they are about it. I have to handle my own stuff.
But you're saying that you didn't get your money back when you got released from jail.
No, I'm trying to come and get it today, but it's looking like I didn't spent fucking 3 hours that y'all about to get billed for, man. This is ridiculous.
Hey, Renee Davis, I'm trying to help you out. You said somebody.
I don't want you to help me out, man. How you want to help me out? You want to help me out? Now you better be careful. Now, I can come to the sheriff department office and you give me about $1 million right now.
Well, I wish I had $1 million.
No, so stop saying you cannot help me and you know you can't. So stop. Like, do your job. Please, I already explained this. I'm not a cheap thrill. I'm so fucking serious. I'm on a high class level and I have always been, man. You cannot help me. Just do your job, man. Help the sheriff. Fuck. Help yourself. I can do for myself. I am not disabled. Like when I'm asking you all to take my call and hear me so this stuff can be reported. You don't do that. Why are you trying to engage with me on other levels that are inappropriate?
Why are you calling?
Okay, I'm gonna call somebody else now. I'm gonna call somebody else. Don't worry about it. I'll call somebody else. Don't worry about it. No, I'll call somebody else. Help me how? How? I told you that help is not the appropriate word. And I'm sorry that you have not been trained an appropriate word.
You're so picky about the types of words.
That's exactly. I don't know. You don't say you. Don't generalize it to a specific entity amongst yourself individually.
Jasmine Renee Davis, you. I don't mean anybody else. I'm talking to you.
But I'm telling you, it's not only you. It's your job. You are a sheriff deputy. So you should already be trained that you handle yourself as a professional to the utmost diligence, that you facilitate nothing but elegance, nothing but high class professionalism. That's what you're supposed to do. You are handling, you're not been trained. No, but I'm saying, but you can do better. I'm trying to tell you. I said, I was trying to break it down. I literally was walking, tiptoeing through this, like, okay, I explained it. So write down that you have a clue. You didn't want to hear that, man. You didn't want to hear that shit. And then I'm about to start bleeding and menstruating. I'm so hungry. I got to get off this phone. I'll just talk to y'all some other time. You call me back later. Can you just call me back after 4 or something? Like 5. I got to go tomorrow. Call me tomorrow, man.
I'll be on duty after 4 o'clock.
So what time do you come back tomorrow so I got to get going. I got to get on this bus. But I want to come there and get my money today without being arrested. I'm not going to cause trouble. Where can I get my money at? Where can I come and get my money at today? I was supposed to check my voicemail, and they said that I can get a debit card or something. I don't know, but whoever in Jessica, whoever in property, she don't even know the difference. She try to act I try to explain to her it could have been some kind of, you know what I'm saying, like system error where they got it mixed up with the 0 and the O. That is important. If you have to. That's why some people put a line through a 0. It is important to get that right. Like little shit like that. I get abused with stuff like that where I'm soft focused a lot of time, but I'm strict. That's how I can describe it. I'm not like feminine like that, but I'm so elegant and beautiful. And so when I call, my initial nature is to really be in a learning environment so that I can ask questions. If I could do it myself, but I really be genuine. And I do not like when I have to grow up too fast and do dumbass shit. But I gotta go though. I gotta go because I cannot miss this bus. I done missed like 2 buses.
Can I ask you a question before you go?
Sure.
I just want to make sure that I understand everything correctly. You want your money that was on your account at the jail, correct?
Yes. I did not get the commissary. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got the money that was on my MA account, but I was arrested, right? Okay. So I was arrested because a ticket happened, right? The public library lied and said that I had urinated outside in front of children. It was no children involved. So I got a ticket for disorderly conduct, public urination. But first of all, the bathroom in the library was flooded and all kinds of shit out there. And plus I was doing studies documenting my life and things like that. Okay. Outside, being homeless, whatever. It is what it is. Nick Dominski, he was did dumb shit. So that went to collections. That was a ticket. I tried to handle it. The police department was fighting me during court, trying to tell the paralegal how to do her job. They were abusive and shit in court where somebody had showed up in front of me. You know what I'm saying? They were the wrong date. And then the police officer that was in the court was like, told her, well, it's not your day, but she said she was not guilty. Right. But then he made her pull in a guilty, like no contest, and just write it off. And she had to pay her tickets. Then I had asked, like, why do you all have church pews in here? What does the cross represent? They didn't want to tell me. So they called the police on me and said that I was harassing them. So I never got through. But then anyway, so that had went to collections. It was supposed to fucking stay in collections. But when I was back in January of 2025, police came up there to that post office on West Racine. Okay, on Perry and 13th. And then gave me a prowling fucking ticket. I wasn't even prowling. I was outside the post office. What the fuck? But I stayed there longer. And I was even told by other police officers, they were just checking on me, make sure I wasn't freezing outside. But he said, I'm going to give you a ticket for prowling and trespass. I was like, I'm not. He's like, yeah, but I'm going to just give it to you anywhere, whatever. And you can stay here going about your... I was like, what the fuck? And so I wasn't even prowling. What the fuck? Yeah. I'm getting this dumbass shit. Like, for stuff that I'm not doing. So I went to jail on that shit because Racine did some mess where they took the ticket. They went to collections. How the state of Wisconsin, who fighting me right now for different things through Department of Children and Families, they trying to steal my son, my parental rights, all this stuff, and Kenosha is trying to blame it on Racine. I wasn't even in Racine. It was a Kenosha thing. They tried to say that Racine had Chapter 51 me. It happened in fucking Kenosha. And during that time, I wasn't even in, it had nothing to do with Racine. But anyway, so I was Chapter 51 for being at Gateway Cafe where somebody called the police on me because they kept trying to basically offer me shit. And I was like, nah. She brought me a cup of water with lemon. I said, I only wanted water. Why did you put lemon in my... So they were wasting my fucking time already, right? And she was like, well, it's not lemonade. They were trying to offer me coffee. I was like, I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden the police came. I was looking at the menu. My son was playing around. They lied and said I was unresponsive. I wasn't, but the fucking ambulance never showed up. Then when I was about to leave, the police officer told me, no, don't leave because his supervisor wanted him to come. They lied and said I had refused to leave and stand there. And then they fucking kidnapped me, Chapter 51 me with Ryan Huntington and Division of Children and Family Services. Never went to court, never went to trial about this. The public defender never told me about it. They never sent me proper notifications. Gerard T. Davila on bullshit right now. He was the criminal. They charged me with incompetency because I didn't want to use a public defender. All this bullshit. And he's using it inappropriately and tried to get Racine to use it. But Racine dropped the case. Thanks. You know what I'm saying? Y'all were real about it. But Kenosha tried to get Racine to apply that same thing because they're trying to excuse, because they believe that I didn't know what the fuck was happening. You cannot use incompetency through a criminal case it's all individual, but he still used it and gave me a guardian ad litem. And for whatever reason, he gave me the guardian ad litem. I really don't know the truth. And then for whatever reason, he gave me a court-appointed attorney. Okay, that's fine. But he should never say from the criminal case. It should be, you know what, we just want to know the truth. We want to see what's going on. You know, real, just be real. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you abusing the fuck out of me? And then you giving me attorneys that are not even doing their job for real. Like, I'm literally raising every fucking, you know what I'm saying? And I need to raise myself. And then when I try, it always resorts to some kind of violent episode or me getting upset. But I gotta go. For real, I cannot miss this bus. But what I'm saying is so now, but what I'm saying is there is no reason why the state of Wisconsin sent the ticket and I was not notified. I had just called and asked y'all, was it warrant? I have called, sent emails. My shit had been rejected from the municipal. My emails were being rejected. Why did the state of Wisconsin send the ticket? Once it's in collections, it's supposed to stay in collections. Only way that happened in Kenosha Racine courts told me that if I request for them to take it out of collection and get it back, then you have to request it. Racine would have to. What you say?
I was just saying that they were probably talking about take it out of Social Security to get Social Security or anything like that.
No, why you say that? What do that have to do with anything? No, I don't get a crazy check.
I just assumed that they were talking
I don't need Social Security. That's the problem. Social Security is not, that's bogus shit. How they make people sick and they got to get on state insurance just because they older. I don't appreciate that abuse. That's some fucking abuse how they do Social Security. Social Security is some abuse. But I don't want you to, I'm not fighting that fight with y'all, man, because I don't need to be having y'all hassle me. Y'all don't be doing, I don't want to do business with you on that. I'm taking care of my own shit. And if y'all involved in it, it is what it is. But I can handle this fight with Social Security. But what I'm telling you, it don't have shit to do with Social Security. How does the state of Wisconsin giving taking the things out of the tickets out of collection that I was told went to collection, so I didn't have to worry about paying them and getting a warrant out for my arrest to Racine. I deal with it with the collections when I could, but it's there. That shit goes, they will take it out my taxes or some shit like that, but they will no shit I don't got, so you can't take nobody's Social Security fucking checks. But anyway, I don't get no crazy, I don't want no damn crazy check. I'm not about to have them having me sick and I don't have a doctor, I don't have none of that shit. I'm not in the church, not in religion, I'm not in a political party. But Racine put a warrant out for my arrest for tickets that they had already sent for collection. So y'all tried to fucking kill me up in that goddamn jail. It ain't no, but ain't no reason how could you do that? Like testing me on some shit. But I'm out of jail now. But when I'm
if it's not paid, that's just how it works.
No, it's not a warrant if it's not paid, because they told me it went to collections. I didn't have to worry about the warrant. And even the clerk was like, yeah, it's unusual. She lied about the dates and all this shit. Like, no, you guys had Racine took that back, man. I gotta go, man. No, see,
the jail on your account still that you're trying to get?
It was through a commissary accounts, right?
Do you know how much?
So it was like a $20 or $30 something one, and then like a $17 one. I don't know the exact dollar amount, but it's through like a full
like $20 and $30 two times. It's like 60 total, maybe.
No, it ain't 60. It was about 40 something.
40 something.
But I had to come and get that.
It's like, I know you're really frustrated with.
I'm not frustrated. I ain't frustrated. I know I can handle my stuff, but why do I have to? Y'all should, before you go and get these jobs, y'all have somebody more that can handle it. Like I can sometimes. I'm happy to talk to y'all, all that stuff. But when you start calling me frustrated, or when you start doing stuff and I have to fight and go through this shit, but it puts me at a risk to get obscenity charges. You understand that? But then if you all are being like, you know what I'm saying? I don't play dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, then I get obscenity charges, harassment charges, unlawful use of a telephone. You all mix it up. It's unfair competition, long-standing if you can handle the call, I can handle the call. But I do not have time to serve jail time for y'all. I cannot do that. I got too much shit that I have to do. I gotta go though.
Yep. I'm gonna let you go.
So call me tomorrow, because I got more of this report that I have to make though. So can you just confirm the date and time?
You just want your money back.
Yeah, and I don't need to be like going to jail, because I had to like tell her like, don't be talking to me like that and you wrong. You know what I'm saying? But could just confirm the time, and I could.
If they can tell me what's on your account and if they forgot to give you a debit card when you got released. Okay?
They didn't see now they didn't forget. Listen, no, they did not forget. You're talking about the inmate account. I got that back for the inmate account. The commissary is the one, man. See, that's what I'm saying. You said you were taking notes.
I was.
What happened? Well, read them and say, why are you making yourself look stupid and you're not?
Hey, come on, don't call me stupid. I didn't call you names.
I'm gonna get off this fucking phone. You lying. You know what the fuck you doing, and you are abusive. I did not call you stupid, and I told you actually that you not stupid. Get the fuck off my phone. I gotta go. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I'm gonna come on some other time with a live video. Straight up, this shit is ridiculous. I'm out here. Believe this. Believe I'm not fucking playing.